Hoops free pick show live on a Sunday. And all right. So yesterday we had a bunch of picks. I think we basically split out. And I felt a lot of players out on the free pick, especially on the live show here. We do a lot of free picks. And basically, why wouldn't we? I mean, you want to. I could do one or two because that's kind of like, I'd be like, oh, what do you like the most? Yeah, I can't really just narrow it down. You gotta. That's no fun. People want games. You like a game I might not say. You like something on hockey or NBA. Got my opinion on something. So we'll uh we'll get this puppy rolling. I guess Sunday we'll see how it goes. A lot of people probably out 12 o'clock. Nobody's even on watching right now. But hey, it is what it is. I still get text though says that when you're on air. All right, we'll jump right into some college basketball. 3 o'clock action. Here we go. Army Holy Cross. I see 141.5. Marquee's in the house. What's going on, fella? Atlanta Falcons. They still smarting from that 28-3 Super Bowl loss down there. What the heck, bro? I've invested so much in Matt Ryan and that Falcon team, thinking they're going to bounce back and win the South, and nope, not happening. Not happening, Marquee. So I was just going to say, just me and you right now. I was like Army Holy Cross, 141.5. I see it all the way up to 143.5 some spots. So I like the over because I got this about 146, 147. That game to 3 o'clock. So Army Holy Cross over the whatever you get. Find the best number. I see 141.5. So I saw 143 in the spot. I still like the over. Thanks for joining. I see some more people joining the conversation. I appreciate it. Give it a like. Give it a share. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Comment. Let me know what you think. You know what? I'm going to add in the picks as I do it. So that way I don't have to take like a minute break at the end of the show and just write everything in. So every time I do one, I'll type it in. I'm going to go 140. I'm going to put 142, depending on where it is. We'll just say 142. Davidson, first question of the day. Let me pull it up, see who they're playing. Give me a second here. Because, I don't have every game memorized. That's not me. I don't have it memorized. I'm sorry. So, St. Bonaventure. I should have known this because I got the Bonnies today. I got the Bonnies at 4. It's up to 4.5. So that's a good thing for me. So how does that pop in here twice? I guess because it's on here and then it goes into the thing. That's how it does it. Oral Roberts. I like Oral Roberts. I got that here as a lean for everybody. So we're getting a point. Now 2 points. That's good. Let's take Oral. I like Oral Roberts there to get it done. Ninja. Yeah. Everybody's kung fu fighting on a Sunday. No. St. Bonnie Davidson. Yep. I like the Bonnies. I actually got the Bonnies as a premium play here. I'm laying 4 with them. So up to 4.5. We like it. I like when people come in on my side. It makes me feel a little better. But all right. Also, so 3:30. That's a 3:30. I said 3 o'clock Army over. 3:30 is that oral game I was going to throw out. Good morning, Chanel. Thanks for joining us today. How are you? So NJI team Binghamton. That's a 3 o'clocker. 137. I'm going to go over. NJIT Bingham over 137. So that way I don't have to do everything at the end of the show and load them all. I took Michigan +1. I got the Buckeyes. Ninja. I took Ohio State. I don't know. Not that I can't back you off Michigan. It's a good team. I just say Ohio State's been playing. I didn't think they'd be this good. As I said in the other shows here, I'm high on the Illini this year in the Big Ten, but won't be shocked if Ohio State wins the tournament there out of the Big Ten tournament, I should say. So, yeah, pretty good team. But Michigan, I'm gonna knock Michigan. Come on, they're awesome. Right, top 5. Next up, 4 o'clock action, UNLV San Jose. Now, normally I don't like really laying huge numbers like this, 13 and a half. Craig Chap takes to the rescue. Hey, Craig, how are you, boss? So, again, not that I'm a huge fave guy laying 13 and a half, but I think UNLV should win this by like 20. So I'll lay the 13. If you're a big fave guy, I'm right up your alley. Right up your alley if you like that. Ohio State all day long, baby. You got it, Sunny Springs. Absolutely. You know, like I said, this team, I didn't really have them high on my radar. I figured Michigan, um, Illinois were going to be the top cats. I didn't really think Michigan State would be that bad. They're always a pretty talented team, but Ohio State running it out of there. So, yeah, good play. And again, this is just one game. I'm saying good play. I mean, long term, we look for tournament odds because they're coming up. Because this Thursday, I shouldn't say next Thursday, Horizon tournament kicks off on Thursday, and then the first Monday, it gets all underway. Everything gets underway, and I'll do a show. We'll throw one up every day when those lines come up. So who knows? Maybe we'll do a night show. Good morning, Karen. How are you today? UNLV -13. We got it. Ohio State BK. Yep. What else we got? 5 o'clocker. Penn State, Iowa State. I like the over here, 156.5. I think this should probably get to 163 maybe. I like the over. Ohio State's offense is really good. Although, I mean, you see sometimes on the free pick videos do. Sometimes I'll be like, maybe it's a little bloated with their scoring because of out of conference, and you play in conference. You see the teams more often. You know how you play, but I don't know. Penn State's sometimes a little pesky group out there. Sometimes they put points on the board. So I'm going to go over this. It's a high number. It means both teams got to get into the mid 70s here to make this even happen. 80 points from somebody. So I'm going to go over that 156.5. Penn State, Iowa, over 156.5. James, love Michigan. I can't knock you off the Michigan train here. Well, I mean, Pistons or Magic. Well, it's okay. Let's jump to a little NBA. And I don't have any premiums on NBA today. I'm not a huge NBA fan. I can't really get into it. Especially, I hate that guys who make $18 million a year can't hit a free throw. I don't like the guys who want to sit out and they only play 2 games a week, 3 games a week. Come on, load management nonsense. What the hell is that? It was Charles Barkley's birthday yesterday. Follow me on Twitter. Real_Higgs. I retweeted something from, I guess, Ball's Life, some other basketball thing. And they had like Barkley highlights from like the mid 80s when he came into the league, this little chubby little monster crushing it. That's how I like to roll. So back to the NBA real fast. What do we say? Pistons? He asked about the Pistons and Magic. Was that the game? I got to look back here. I'm sorry. Yes, Pistons or Magic. Normally I'd look at it and be like, you're going to take the Magic because, we said the Magic the other day over Golden State. Would you take them off a huge win like that? But the Pistons, I've said before, man, this is just a bad team. I mean, look at their scores. They can't score good. I'll take the Magic. I mean, listen, low-hanging fruit, maybe not a wise play. Maybe take the trade because everybody's going to be on the Magic because they just beat Golden State. And you're like, oh, they're a good team. But I can't back bad teams like Detroit, especially in the NBA. It's a crapshoot NBA. Maybe just live bet NBA. I know that's tough to say as a person who doubts and sells individual games, but NBA to me, I mean, it's literally a roll of dice. You get teams up 26-3, in the first quarter, and next it's tied going into the fourth at 86-86. Like, what the heck happened here? It was on pace for 280 points, and now it's going to be under 200. So maybe I want the Magic. I'd lean Magic, but again, would it shock me to see the Pistons win this because everybody's going to be on the Magic after they beat Golden State? Absolutely not. Fairly ridiculous. Mount St. Mary's. I got a premium on FDU here. I got them at a pick. I like Fairly there. Stanley, hello today. Maryland against Rutgers. I'm a Jersey guy. I like Rutgers. Again, it's a premium play for me today in Rutgers. I'll throw it out there that I got them. So, yeah, I like Rutgers over Maryland. I think Rutgers is 7 or 8 points better, and I'm only laying 4. So that's where I'm at. Heat over Lakers. Yeah, that Laker team. Everybody loves the Lakers, and I don't blame you, but they're not 100%. I mean, they're not. AD's out. LeBron can only do so much. The cast of characters around them, I mean, they're okay, but they're not a deep like that Heat team is a deep kind of team. That's you need that, especially nowadays. You see where the depth comes in some of these teams. Knicks big today, winning money. How you like the Knicks? I was looking to play a game today. I was like, I don't want this college. Listen, I could thought 20 games college NBA or college basketball and not think twice because my numbers say this is what we're gonna do, and I don't want to pick and choose, and we're just gonna roll them out. But NBA, I don't. Like I was just saying, man, it is such you don't know what's going on. It's just too, the Wolves are a bad team. So would I lay with the Knicks? Yes, I don't like that everybody's going to be on the Knicks, but at least they're kind of going in the right direction. I mean, you're looking at Minnesota 7-23, 3-12 on the road. Like again, this is like the low hanging fruit game, like the Magic and the Knicks. But you're only laying a small. Why don't you just lay 120, 125 and just go money line as opposed to worrying about if this could come down to like a 1 or 2 point game. I don't lay a little bit extra juice on a money line there. It's not gonna if it's gonna kill your bankroll laying an extra $15. You know what? Maybe you shouldn't be playing games. Put them in a parlay or something. I guess I don't know what to tell you. I would just those are like the little tricky ones where I see like 1.5s, 2s, 3s, because then all of a sudden you get a 1 point win. You're like, So I don't know. That's how I feel. Other people got their own opinions, but I'm here to chat. So next money line, Orlando, OKC money line. Let's see. I bet with the GOAT. OKC. Who's Thunder playing? Cleveland. I'm in a spot like that. I would maybe, if I'm going with like the Magic and the Knicks at home, might not take the Cavaliers at home. I mean, the Thunder, you've lost 3 straight. Now you're laying points. I get Cleveland's not much better. They've lost 9 in a row. You got 2 losing teams kind of battling here. How about when, 2 crap teams get together? How about we go over, right? Someone's going to put together a good game. 219. I mean, both these teams should get into the hundreds, I think, because you're playing so miserably. So I would lean on the over there in that Cleveland game. Corey Jones likes the Wolves. I'm not going to, like I just said, it's everybody's on the Knicks. The Wolves have been bad. And you know me, I like to buck the game. We had the Clippers the other night. We said take the Heat. So I don't mind going against what people think is going to win. Could I come on here and say, yeah, let's take the Pistons. Let's take the Minnesota Timberwolves. Everybody's going to be on the Nets today, right? Nets getting 6.5 points now. 6.5. Like, who's all that? Are Harden, Kyrie, Durant, they're all not playing today? 6.5? Maybe they're all out. I don't know. Let's lean on the Clippers there, because that's a game that I think everyone's going to be on the Nets after they just beat the Lakers. Bulls with the buzzer half-court shot. I did not see that, I did not see that. So, all right, we'll get right back into some college hoops. I only got 2 more college basketball games, and then we can talk more about NBA if we want. So, Navy American, 6 o'clock. I like the over 131 there. I have it at 135, 137, 138. So I'm getting a little value there to 131. I'll get to that Michigan comment in 1 second. AV. Can't even spell American. All right, Michigan against 8 to go under. Michigan, Ohio State under the total. It has come down. It was 148. Now it's down to 144.5. I actually thought it would go over. I had it at 149, 150. So in this spot, if you're asking me, at 144, I think the value for me is over, but the money's pouring in on the under. It's Thunderdome, as I say, 2 men under 1 man lead. Somebody's going to be right here. My number is either off by 6 points, or the wise guys or people are pounding. Maybe somebody's out. I don't know. I'm doing the show. Easily, there could be some COVID situation. I'll still lean on the over here, 144. If I liked it at 146 or 148, because I thought it was going to be around 150, and now it's at 144, so I'm gaining 6 points instead of 2. I will like the over here, Ohio State. And I was just saying, man, this Ohio State team's pretty tough. It's a team I didn't see coming out this year. You had your Baylors, Gonzaga, obviously, and I thought Illinois was going to be good, and Nova was supposed to be a decent team. He figured, he thought Duke would have been a Duke team, but hey, whatever to Duke. Well, listen, we said Duke yesterday because I even said I got Virginia rated higher here at a line of 3, and Duke was a dog, but Duke's been playing a lot better without Johnson, whoever that kid is, a lot better without him playing. So that's kind of stuff you got to look at. And last game here, Butler, Xavier. I like Butler in the 8. I think this game should be like 4, 5. I'm getting 8. So we'll dog it up on Butler. Butler plus 8. So I'll recap these. I'm just throwing them in the room so if people are scanning through, they can see what we've talked about as the plays. What do we got? Cincy, Houston. I do like the under in that game. I got it out at a 137. I think it's come down maybe a tick or so, 135.5 now. Sidewise, no real opinion there. I mean, Houston's a tough team, but that's why I just like the under. I cashed the under with that Wichita State when they played them barely. I thought I was going to go into overtime, would have really crushed me there. So I'm happy. I'll take a win. A win's a win. It's ugly. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. And that's the way it's been the last couple of days for me. 11 Michigan, real busy, huh? I can't talk anybody off. How am I going to talk to somebody off a team that's ranked number 3 in the country? I can't. They're 15-1. They're not too shabby, right? I mean, come on. You got one loss. It was on the road. They've been playing. Come on. It speaks for themselves. Let's go. 15-1, 12-4 ATS. Again, it's Ohio State. It's just surprised me all year. They've just surprised, and they're winning. I'm looking at some of their scores here. I'm pulling up their schedule. Listen, worst case for everybody here is that we got a really good game going at 1 o'clock. We got 2 top 5 teams here going at each other. I'm good. I'll take the home team. The money's on Michigan. The line's totally flipped from 1 to 1.5 to back over to 1.5 the other way. So it's like Ohio State again. I say this a lot. And no matter what, whether it's the Sunday night NFL game or Monday night, or NFL's kind of tricky because they're just standalone games. You got a whole week to prepare for lines. But when you're talking Michigan, Ohio State, Duke, North Carolina, or Texas, Baylor, whatever the case, some marquee game, that line is going to be as sharp and tight as it's going to be. You're not going to find a half point of value somewhere. That line is going to be right on the money because that is a school that everybody knows. They've known about it for 50 years or however old you are, 20, 30, however long you've been. Everybody knows Michigan. Everybody knows Ohio State. This is like Alabama football. So that line is going to be tight. You like a side, you're laying 1.5. You go money line, it's 115, 120. Take the team you think you're going to win, or go in game. You think somebody's going to jump out to a lead, you're going to get whatever team you like. If you're not betting it at pick 'em here, basically, get it in game, and you might get some value. Or you're going to win on your other side of it because you thought you're going to win out of the gate. Do both. The line's tight for a reason. They're 2 good teams. I can't talk anybody off either side. If I'm on one side, all right, I just think they're a little better. Maybe they're at home. Like the other side because you think they're the better team. They'll get it done. The other team's overrated. Teams ranked 3 and 4. You can't really say bad things about them. No. All right. 10. There you go. I bet with the go. Listen, go alternate line. You could find it some spots here. Sports books offer a lot of crazy stuff here, especially in Jersey. You got all kind of nonsense. You can find alternative lines. So why not? I probably was seeing NBA plays. All right, Dr. Ward, we'll see. Get some little small faves there. At home. Let's get done. Ohio State struggled with Purdue, lost twice. Michigan, dog walked them. Better team. That's, you look at stuff like that. Though. It was like Team A beats Team B, and Team B lost to Team C, and all of a sudden you're talking that, Iowa. Iowa loses to somebody. Team's going to lose. You can't go up. That's not apples to apples. How's the scheduling? Was it their 3rd straight road game? Were they off for 7 days before they came in, or lackluster? Did they shoot 22%? You got to take everything in consideration there. Orlando Knicks $100 parlay. Win to Orlando. I like that. I'll go Orlando Knicks with you there. Goat. I love Michigan, but too much money on them staying away. Listen, it's the line's a pick 'em. Do Do a little, find put a 10 spot on. Look for the alternate line. If you like Michigan, you go. They're going to win by 5 to 10 points and get back positive money. All right, let's go. You're in Jersey too. All right. And Jason, New Las Vegas. It's semi the new Las Vegas. I got to tell you though, for Jersey people, I don't know about you. I can't. I'm 15 minutes from FanDuel Meadowlands. I can Their app. I go to open their app on my phone. It opens up 1,000 windows. I can't even. I don't even use it. I'll just go there in person and do something. If I go there, sometimes I'll just drive down to Will Hill, Monmouth. It's a half hour away. I'll go there, put it in. Or I see the apps. A lot of times I just use the apps for futures. I feel as if just to get off a little bit. There's no real reload bonuses. The first time they open up, it's like, oh, we'll match you up to $3,000, $1,500. Okay, here's my money, match it, and then the rewards are just not as good. So I use it sparingly. A lot of futures, whether it be last year for like MLB or NFL, like I had a Stefanski on DraftKings. Coach of the Year was a big one for me. I was, maybe about 3,500. I was happy about that. But otherwise, I just kind of use them for that. I'd rather go in person. Listen, you're in Jersey or anybody, how many times you used to call like 212, you're calling your man in the city, putting in plays over phone. I don't want to do it on. It's nice. Yeah. But man, I've waited for 20 something years. Sports been here with 3 years. So I've started betting until about 13, 14, 15 years old. So 30 years for sports bet. No, I'll go to the place and get my ticket and feel like, I should have felt growing up like they have in Vegas. All right, enough about my rant there about I bet on St. Bonaventure. I like Bonaventure, Rob. Yeah, I have them today myself. So, yep, I like the Bonnies. Live or die game, Nets versus Clippers. Yeah, I like the Clippers here, Daniel. Why is this line? Maybe you guys are out. I didn't, we're running through 50, 60 games total all sports. I don't have notes on every game, but why is that line so high? I like the Nets over the Lakers. Here they are getting 6. Give me the Clippers. I'll go opposite because I think people could be on the Nets getting that kind of number. Temple and Houston game both on. I like Houston under the 137. Temple. I actually have a play on Temple laying 1.5 right there. Ryder Quinnipiac. We're going Quinnipiac. I like Quinnipiac, Marquee. Bet on St. Bonaventure. So I'll play again. Yeah, I like Ryder. I'm opposite here, Dr. Ward. I'm with Tom Marks you there. I kind of like Quinny. I'm in Clifton. Been a FanDuel place a few times to cash out. Yeah. All right. So you're not too far from me. Yeah, fan. It's all right. Again, I like to be in person. I mean, how many times? I like the paper in my hand. I'm old school. I got a marble notebook that I write things down by hand in. I'm a wacko. I'm the old man who yells at a cloud. Although I don't feel that old, but here we are. Dirty Jersey for a week, one night. You were in Dirty Jersey for a week, one night. That must have been a crazy night if it was a whole week. A lot of drinking, BK. Clippers Nets game over. Steve, I got to, let me look at this real fast for this Clippers net game because now this has piqued my interest. I got to see what it says here. Who's in, who's out. Let's see what's happening here. Was that line is little. That's so high. Who's sitting out? Who's sitting out? So we know Durant. We knew that. Let's do a quick little tip off here. Just came on an hour ago. What's it say? Durant's out for the fourth case game. Okay. Why? I don't know. And let me see. Anybody else who give me Merrimack? Why Merrimack game, Tim? Okay. Let's see what we got for Merry. Little Merry Christmas from Merrimack. As I look at Merrimack, let's talk about that game. So looks like Kyrie and Harden are both playing. So definitely let's lean over there. Why are they getting that kind of points is the question. I mean, I'm just go over there. I said take the Clippers. We'll just might think over for Nets Clippers. Let me find this Merrick, Long Island. Oh yeah. Why can't I find? We got a time on Merrick game here, people. Is Larry out for Raptors? I do not know. Weather affect Houston game. It's 65 degrees. I mean, I don't know unless they're, I'm sure they have power back. Power's on and the thing. St. Francis. St. Francis, PA. No. St. Francis, PA is playing Wagner. Oh, St. Francis, New York. So Merrick's getting 7, right? Is that what that game is? Am I in the right spot? Does that sound right to everybody? Yeah. No, Bryant's playing Merrick. I apologize for that. Okay. Bryant and Merrick. I like a little lean on Bryant there, if you're asking me. Not nothing strong, but which St. Francis, PA or New York we're talking about here? St. Francis, PA. I'm leaning on -6. I guess a small lean on Wagner there, a little bit. And for St. Francis, New York, these guys hurt me yesterday. I had them. It's down to 4.5. I don't like that. It's open to 5. I mean, I have this line at 6 or 7 after yesterday's performance. It's down a little bit, so it scares me a little. I I didn't put this out simply because I saw where the line moved from 5. Now it's down to 4.5, and people are still on that. So I'd stay away from St. Francis. Montreal 3-way. Tim Duncan, New York. All right, we just hit that, Tim, for St. Francis, New York. I'd stay away. That's a stay away game for me. I like St. Francis, but the lines. Again, I have it at like 6 or 7, but it's coming down, and people are still betting. I'd just rather not play it at all. Save myself. Yeah, Bryant beat Merrick yesterday. I kind of lean. I'll lean a little Bryant here, but again, not a premium play for me. UL Monroe. UL Monroe. And then I'll get to ice after this. We'll grab UL Monroe, and then we'll take a look at some cold cash on the ice. Excuse me. I had a little hiccup there. Let's head to the Sun Belt for UL Monroe against Little Rock. What do we got here? I got Little Rock at 4. The line is 3.5. My total is basically the same. So for me, no real play. Nothing really jumps out at me there. So I'm not gonna say that. I like Quinnipiac, Kevin. I like Quinnipiac. I like Brian, but again, I like him small. I have him at 2.5, 3. The line is 1, so it's a close game. I'm not gonna really jump into that. I got the Temple under. I like Temple under there, Karen, in that game. Let's look at some ice. Little cold cash ice. I didn't put any premiums here. I was looking at it, and I went out to breakfast today with the kids and stuff, so I didn't really uh, crunch a lot of hockey because a lot of them are not starting till tonight. Um, it's a small. I mean, top of my head here, if I'm grabbing something, maybe I would take the Flyers as a pretty sizable dog here against Boston. Other than that, nothing. I mean, you're laying 200 on the road, or was that 190 we're laying here? Montreal's yeah. Maybe a puck line there. I really don't like anything. So other than that, I'm not gonna play just to play and tell you I like something when I don't. It's not. They really don't jump. No lines have really moved. There's only the 4 games. Wow, view. Wow, 65. I think every day our views have gone up like doubling the number. So I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you. That's nice. All right, thank you, Kevin. I think Iowa over. No, I like the over, Tim. We said that earlier. I like the Iowa over, and I'll load them back in today. All the picks we threw out. We got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a lean on Oral there. We threw out some college basketball again, so I kind of like the over there. I'll write them back in. What do you think of the over Pelicans game today? NBA. Let me flip that back to that now. I get 230. I mean, the Celtics. I mean, I haven't. For me, that's not something I would even look at with these two teams. I mean, look at the number; it's come down. Robert, the line's come down too, so I would maybe just follow that little number because for those numbers to move, that's not Joe Public kind of betting heavy on those games. That's more the smarter, sharper kind of money coming in to move the line. So I'll lean on the under there. BK going ballsy with the Devils. I think that aren't the Devils a big dog today, aren't they? Dog? Oh, 160. It's still a little bit of a dog. Why not? That Washington team, they're good, but why not take a flyer at 160? Go for it. Rutgers, Jake. Yeah, we're on Rutgers. Wish the Rat had fans in it. That's a fun atmosphere to watch a game. And Rutgers actually halfway decent now. Getting that, turn that team around a little bit. Good for state of New Jersey, Rutgers. And we need some positive here. I wish, Rutgers could get their act together because you got a lot of good athletes here in tri-state area, New Jersey. I don't know why they can't. I mean, you know why they can't keep the talent when Ohio State comes knocking and says, "Hey, come play for us," and you're in a BCS playoffs every other year. So that's why we can't really keep the guys here. Anthony's on Montreal on the ice, huh? I get, if I'm laying that kind of number, it's like baseball. Hey, I'm going to take Garrett Cole laying 340. No, I'm not. Maybe run line even that you'd be laying 150 on it. I can't lay. I can't do that because you know what? You're laying 200. They got 5 losses already, so you're already if they're laying in that 160 range, you're down. You're down. That's why I said people are like, I'll just bet the favorites. I mean, okay, the Dodgers are. Let's just talk about baseball fast. The Dodgers are what predicted to win 103 games. So they're still going to lose 60. And in those 60, they're going to be 2-1 favorites in 40 of them or more, basically, right? I mean, how many times the Dodgers going to be dogs this year? When are they not going to be a dog? They might be a pick 'em on the road against the Padres or something. So them losing 60 games, if you bet them, listen, you're going to hit 60% of your games like that in baseball laying 2-1 or more easy. Again, I just almost want to avoid them. Or if you get money line them and get them at anything minus at like 110, 120, I'd money line of games. But once you start getting that 150, 160 range, I stay away. That's just me. People like to bet faves. They think there's value. Oh, they're only 260. I got them at 340. Okay. Uh, I got to see. I love firing. I know. I don't know if I've. Oh no, we're okay. I was worried about us getting lagging in the comments talking about baseball. Like for baseball this year, I love to jump in, take a bunch of dogs right off the bat. Teams I think are going to surprise and this and that. But they're playing with the balls. It's going to be who. I really don't know what to expect. As much as you want to be like just jumping on overs, I think I'm going to be taking just a couple teams I'm kind of liking a little bit, and we'll do a baseball show. We'll talk about lineups to MLB.com. Add some projected lineups up. We go through kind of those. Talk about that. Maybe we'll just do like a division every day or something because there'll be a lot. I'm sure there'll be a lot of feedback for those days. And that'll be a whole different show than the basketball show since we still got a whole month of college hoops. Yeah, definitely baseball. And we're gonna fire. We're gonna have dogs. We'll probably do some run lines and totals. We'll see how it goes. Again, it's gonna be an interesting year. How they're stitching up the balls or whatever they're putting in them to slow it down a little bit. I don't know. Who knows? A couple teams I'm liking though, so it'll be fun. It'll be good. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, listen, we're a half hour in. We're gonna roll out of here. I appreciate everybody. 60, almost 70 people. That's a new high for me, and it's gone up every day. So I like that. I like that people are catching on and watching. Take a time out of your busy days and schedules to say hello, stop in, try to grab a couple bucks. It's gonna be a good week. We're wrapping it up today, and it's a money Monday tomorrow. So I'll see everybody at noon. Have a good one, and spare the man. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Oh, you know what? Before I leave, I'll put the picks back in here before everybody goes, so that way people will see them all. But that's what I'm going to do right now, just so everybody sees it. Should have probably wrote this in and copy and paste it. See, I got to learn. I don't want to do this ahead of time, but we'll get there. Get there. New show guy. New Believe Network, I should say. Well, I kind of like this little setup here. 131 for Navy. Did I give out Loyola, Maryland here? right. Thank you. Who's saying thanks? Marquee, Janet, Elcraft, me, Ty. All right, Houston. We're talking college basketball, Houston. I said I like the under there. So I'm trying, Dan. I'm trying. But again, everybody watching, thanks. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one and see you on Monday.